Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. And if you've been here for a while, I thank you so much for coming back. And today's reading is going to be an extension of a short that I pulled earlier. So we're going to dive deeper on that message. This is a potential love reading. It may also be partnership and opportunities with business. So however you resonate with that message, that's where we're going to dive deep today. I do ask for wisdom, guidance, protection, and love from my guides, for myself, and for the collective. And I also ask that this message reach who it needs to reach when it needs to be reached. Thank you so much. All right, so we're gonna jump right in. The message that we got in the short was the Six of Cups with Temperance. And this very much drew me to past person energy, okay? So if you don't want to hear that, that's okay, but this is very much past person energy, okay? It doesn't have to be past person from this lifetime. I do want to stress that. This may just be someone that you've known in past lifetimes. So it does not have to be like an ex coming back to knock on your door, okay? It does not have to be that. But this is somebody whose inner child works well with your inner child, okay? There is balance in this situation. So it's instant recognition. So the Six of Cups with the Temperance, very much balance right there, okay? Then underneath that, we have the Two of Cups and the King of Cups. I usually do not grab two separate tarot decks to do readings like this, but for this occasion, for whatever reason, I did. And one card came out twice, so it's going to be a confirmation, but we'll get into that as soon as we finish with this part. So Two of Cups, soulmate energy. This could be your twin flame. This could be soulmate coming in to assist you. This is a masculine energy who has tempered his emotions, his intuition. I'm getting emotional intelligence with this, okay? And I say masculine energy, it does not have to be a man per se, it's just masculine energy. So maybe this is internal to you, okay? Maybe you've learned to balance your energies. And there's so many cards here that signify balance, like balance is coming in so strong with this reading. For those of you who are looking for the career and opportunities aspect of this reading, we have opportunities are waiting for you. So maybe as you have balanced your inner energies, you are now receiving these opportunities. And at the bottom of this deck, we did have the Eight of Wands, which also signifies opportunities. So opening doors, these could be messages incoming to you. They're coming in fast, all right? Now, this is wand energy. And this typically means days, so up to 8 days from when you read this reading, you might be getting these messages or opportunities. For those of you who are here for love, we did get the Rose, which is romances in the air. Now, I will say that there's a very strong potential that it's both. Maybe you are going to have this person come into your life in the near future, and I say the near future, to offer you not only love and romance, but opportunities. Power couple energy. Maybe you are going to start a business together, and maybe it starts off that way, and then it turns into love, or vice versa. Or maybe you just dive in headfirst with all of the above. It's entirely your choice how this happens for you, okay? So let's keep going. Let's take a look and see what else we have here. So I'm just going to do some rearranging here so we can fit all these cards. All right, so we got the Death card, we got the Hanged Man, the Five of Swords. So, with the Death card, I always look at this as allowing some aspect of you to be let go of, like a snake shedding its skin. I've been seeing snakes a lot in my life, like actual real snakes. Maybe you have too. That could be significant for someone out there. But they signify rebirth, right? How many times in our life have we shed our skin and had to rebirth ourselves, right? So many people are afraid of this card because, you know, they attach it to the literal aspect of it. I don't see it that way. I see it as the many versions of ourselves that we outgrow, that we let go of, that enables us to birth something new. Now, we also have the Hanged Man and the Five of Swords. So, there's definitely something here that's been a struggle, and potentially with this past individual, okay? So it's almost like if you just look at these 4 cards, it looks like beautiful energy. But then we start to look into it a little deeper, and we have conflict here. We have struggle of the mind, inner battles. And it almost feels like in order to even come back to this, and this may have once been beautiful, this lifetime or some previous ones, but it wasn't ready yet. Spirit had to ensure that both parties were spiritually evolved, and it required a shedding of our skin and to see things differently and to deal with the inner struggles that were going on. So let's keep going. The next card that came out was the Hanged Man again, but in reverse this time, the World in reverse, and the Five of Wands. I want to talk about another struggle card, okay? Battle and conflict here. So, the Hanged Man in reverse can mean multiple things. It could mean that you figured your stuff out, that you needed to see differently, but it could also mean that you avoided doing that. So, for every person, that scenario might be a little different. With the World in reverse, this is like, I didn't want something to end. Maybe it was being stuck in karmic cycles or karmic loops, right? The struggle is real, is what I'm hearing with this Five of Wands. So there was something that initially didn't end, or that initially this person didn't want to end. I don't know what that was. So that could have been the cycle with you, collective. That could have been some karmic cycles that this person was in. And again, maybe they refuse to see things from your perspective. I feel like this is you up here dealing with your mess, shedding skin as needed, seeing things from a different perspective, and dealing with your inner struggles, your mental inner struggles. And then underneath here, this masculine energy, who may have struggled a little more with completing cycles and seeing things from a different perspective. And it caused a lot of chaos in their life. Maybe literal fights with people. Your conflict was more mental. It was almost like you internalized a lot of stuff. So maybe you weren't literally fighting with people, you internalized a lot of things. But this other person may have literally fought with individuals. But here's the thing. while we have this energy on the back end of the table, the root, the beginnings, the how did it start, is this beautiful energy. And so it's very interesting that all of this came out because it feels like so much has happened between you and this individual. And they haven't forgotten. And I also picked that up with the world in reverse, that was the part that they didn't want to end. They didn't want to let you go. Even if they're the ones that walked away, some part of them struggled with having to do that. And so there's this other aspect. I'm trying to think of how to word this because there's so much going on here. If they were stuck in these karmic loops, these karmic cycles, they didn't have the capacity yet to move towards you. And that might have been why there was this conflict. It was almost like the door to all these opportunities were closed. And they couldn't see a way through it. They couldn't see things from your higher perspective. And they may have battled with you, with other people around them. And they may have also been struggling with the inner battle. So this feels like inner and exterior battle. But here's the thing. Even throughout whatever has occurred in both your lives, the bond was always there. It feels like this was something that was unbreakable. So let's keep going here. Bottom of the deck on this one was the Two of Wands. And this was really what I was feeling from this masculine energy here. The world is in this particular deck. And this is a person with the Two Wands looking out of their window, like wondering about you. Here I am in the safety of this house, whatever this house is, still just always looking out, wondering, like, what's going on out there with that person? How are they doing? It doesn't mean that they're gonna leave the house to do anything about it, but they're curious, right? All right. So I am going to get into some more cards here that came up for this reading. So we got give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then we also got it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I feel like this energy came from both of you. And if any of you are still skeptical about this situation, maybe this reading isn't for you. Maybe this person has been doing this work behind the scenes and you can't see it yet or feel it. And so you're a little skeptical about it. That's okay. No one's saying that if this person approaches you, you have to take them back. You don't. It's your choice. The energy that's on the table right now is two individuals who have gone through many transformations, many conflicts, inner conflicts, exterior conflicts, and have evolved. So now it feels like there's this different energy going on here. Maybe prior, in this old energy, I'm calling it old energy, but whatever we want to refer to it as, maybe there were closed off hearts. And maybe one or both of you did not feel that it was safe to love. Maybe one or both of you was pessimistic about love. Maybe you didn't believe in love. Maybe you'd been hurt so many times. I'm getting that from both of you. I'm telling you, you both shared this energy. And as weird as this is going to sound, both of you went into this initially with hurt energy, with past hurt energy. And even though you may have said, I love this individual and I see this materializing into something, you hadn't dealt with the past hurts in love. And so you weren't ready yet. This would not have opened up and blossomed the way that it would be ideal for the two of you to grow together. So, the Death card and the Hanged Man is very strongly letting me know that we had to shed old versions of ourselves, like ego deaths. We had to heal our hearts so that we can honestly believe that it is safe to love again. There were parts of us that weren't ready. Even though it felt beautiful at some point, there was something lingering in both of your energies that would have sabotaged this. And I can't say what that is for everyone because all of us are on different journeys. Maybe if any of you had a fear of abandonment, you would have become super clingy. Maybe jealousy would have come in. Again, I'm getting that we hadn't addressed certain shadow elements of ourselves. And so it wouldn't have worked out the way you would have wanted it to work out. So both of you have gone off, spent some time apart, dealt with your inner stuff, the karmic loops, the inner struggles, the learning to balance masculine and feminine energy, light and dark energy, yin and yang, whatever you were balancing. But this Two of Cups energy, it feels like it flowed like a river within you both the entire time. And it's almost something that helped you through the process of all of this. Through the inner struggles, through the outer struggles. And has taught you some very valuable lessons about love. And so, with the Hanged Man energy, the seeing things from a different perspective, a lot of it was love related. Like, I can be optimistic about love. I don't have to always think it's gonna end and it's gonna be terrible. Or that I can... Weird way to word this, okay. Get into a relationship without love. Why would you do that? All right. Oh, okay. Because it was more of an arrangement. So that's what I'm being told right now. Someone may have gotten into a relationship out of like business. Oh, it looked good on the outside. Maybe it benefited them in some way, but it wasn't love. It wasn't love. It's almost like that's one of the things that they had to outgrow. Something that someone was taught when they were a kid. Find someone that can benefit you, like almost like a business arrangement. Doesn't have to be for love. If this person makes a lot of money and you need money and you want a big house, like I'm getting marry a doctor kind of thing, you know? Okay. So it's like this outdated thinking around love. And so there weren't open hearts. And there was potentially pessimism around love. Like it doesn't truly exist, or that I don't need it to survive. What a weird thing. Okay. Don't need it to survive. So someone may have entered a relationship that was not from a place of love because the heart wasn't open. They didn't feel that it was safe to open their heart for love. So they got into it for like a business arrangement or something that looked good on the outside, but it was hollow on the inside. Kind of like, okay, they're showing me the chocolate bunnies on Easter time. You crack it open and it's hollow on the inside. Okay. All right. Let's keep going with the cards because I also pulled more of these from this deck. And it was amazing what came out. So we got money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. So opportunities are waiting for you. Money is waiting for you. We have eggs, success assured with good plans and hard work. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Carrot, opportunity or windfall. And archway, opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So it's amazing that there's so much that says opportunities here, right? Success. It's also saying use your intuition. Because if this person comes back into your energy, you may not want this, and that's fine. Nobody's making you do this. But just know that you have both grown and changed and gone through some ish, and this is not the person you remember. Like, I'm getting that you might still see them as this person who did not have their heart open and who might have been pessimistic about love because initially they may have told you that. But use your intuition with them, because if they do come back around, they might just feel different. And I'm getting that strongly. Use your intuition. Feel the situation out. Is this different than it was before? And if it's not, you are under no obligation to stay and make it work or to overextend yourself, right? Maintain your balance. If you are giving and receiving in equal measure, like reciprocity, that's going to be a green flag. It feels good. But if you're constantly pouring into their cup and you don't feel that you're getting anything back, like energetically, that's a red flag. If you feel that they're still closed off in any way, that is a red flag. So your guidance here is to use your intuition and to make sure that you understand what's going on here. But you also are being called not to let the past sneak in here and ruin anything for you. So as long as you have shed old versions of yourself and healed your heart and are optimistic about this, you are free to give this relationship a chance. And look what it leads to. So again, use your intuition. It's going to be very important in this situation because nobody's telling you that you have to do this. All right. I also pulled some messages from your person. So let's take a look at what they have to say. There's so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel. Maybe things got left off. I heard like bluntly. Like a blunt cutoff or something like that. And things were just left unsaid. Letting you down was the worst decision that I made. Yes, this person does feel bad about whatever occurred between you. Okay? They do feel that they've let you down. So whatever it was that you were expecting out of this person, they don't feel that they delivered it to you and that you deserved better, and that may have been why they had to go, right? Maybe they were still stuck in those karmic loops and they were closed off. I hid my true self from you because you challenged me to expand. Isn't that what love is? We challenge each other to grow, to expand. Some people aren't ready for that. And I'm getting this very strongly, collective, that that's one of the reasons that they had to go. They had more work to do on themselves. And you show up as this beacon of light, and all of a sudden it's like, oh man, I can't grow right now. I don't have the capacity. And so they saw you as a challenge. When times got tough, I gave up on you too soon. That might be for some of you again, where they just picked up and left. Maybe things did get tough with arguments, external and internal conflict over here. And they're like, yeah, I can't do this. And they just booked it. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you so much. It's like this person is thinking about you heavily at this time. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. That's a good thing, because it feels like they showed you some fake version of themselves anyways, and now they're trying to find that true version of themselves. I want to hold you again. I need to feel your body next to mine. And then underneath that, look, we have two people hugging. It's like this person is saying, I'm ready to work on this. Let's do it. All right. So that is your reading for today. I just want to thank you all so much for showing up here. I truly appreciate your energy exchange. Make sure you go within before you fill someone else's cup. I totally said that wrong. Make sure you go within so you never go without. Fill your own cup up with love before you fill someone else's. And okay, that means something, right? This person is tripping up on their words on what to say to you. Like they're thinking one thing and it's coming out different, or it's going to. So they might just be very nervous to approach you, right? It's been a long time, however long it's been. And they're like, ugh, what do I even say to you at this point, right? All right. Keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light, here to help guide you through the darkness. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. Take care, everyone, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.